Alright, kids. The memes, they aren't just memes anymore. They're fucking real. We have H3 in the game. Payday cares about its story. And we have Akimbo Judges. I bet next update we're gonna have the Gauge Ass Pack. Or maybe the Dallas Medic Bag Edition. I don't... We're living in the darkest timeline. So, let's see what this weapon has to offer, huh? It's one of the few interesting Akimbo additions from Day 5 of the Spring Break update. And even then, it's something we already know and love. So, here are the stats of the weapon. I have Enforcer Shotgun skills for increasing the damage and the magazine size, as well as the Fugitive Akimbo skills to increase stability and the total ammo pool. Now, one of those things that I just said does not make any sense. Can you guess? Magazine size. On the Judge? A shotgun without a magazine? Well, in classic Overkill tradition, the game is a bit broken when the game came out. Right now, the magazine increase skills are affecting all of the newly added Akimbo weapons, which includes weapons that should not be getting an increase in their mag size. This includes the Judge shotguns, as well as the revolvers, so you can have a 22-round magazine revolver with the right skills. And for today, I have a 40-round magazine Judge. I don't even get how that makes sense. And I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna enjoy it for what it's worth, since it'll probably be patched out very soon. Now, back to actually discussing the weapons themselves. Of course, they look extremely similar to the single secondary Judge that we have, except, with double the ammo, because there's two of them. Math. So they seem to have the same ammo pickup too, one or so ammo per packet, and for the most part, they function exactly the same. A glorious powerhouse of a shotgun, pretty much killing anything and everything with just a shot. The new enemy health in the last one down / death sentence changes pretty much ensures that everything dies with just one or two shots. It has decent stability, no need to worry about massive recoil or anything. On the single secondary Judge, if you shoot extremely fast, it'll kick up quite a bit. But I've tried shooting really fast with the Akimbos, and they don't ever really seem to kick that much, so that's a nice little discrepancy from its single counterpart. The accuracy, or rather the range, is also really nice. The Judge has always had some really good accuracy for a shotgun, and you can really push those mid to long range shots with it. The same applies to the Akimbos, having two doesn't really seem to affect it that much. And it can also be concealed pretty well. I can get up to 30 concealment with basically no problems at all. So for all intents and purposes, it seems to be a solid weapon, since, it's just a Judge, but moved to the primary slot, and you got two of them now. But one of the things that I have beef with here is that Akimbos are still pants on head retarded in this game. Like I said earlier, the Judge really has no problems dealing with most enemies in a single shot or two, especially when you have the right skills for damage like shotgun impact and overkill. But the god-awful Akimbo mechanics in this game are super counterintuitive for powerful weapons. Every click of the mouse is two shots, one from each gun, and that feels super wasteful with the Akimbo Judges. More often than not, every shot literally goes to waste if I'm shooting it on standard ads. I mean, it's a little helpful when there's a lot of enemies grouped up for collaterals and such, but even so, I could just click a bit more and that would serve the same purpose. I really despise this particular Akimbo mechanic. It really makes the high-powered weapons like the Akimbo Judges and the Akimbo Revolvers feel like, well, crap. From an actual gameplay perspective, sure, it's not affecting me that much because we're given double the ammo, so having one shot goes to waste doesn't mean that much. But it just feels terrible, and it makes what could be a top-tier weapon be pretty mediocre because of it. So for those that have good aim and are efficient at bare minimum sustainability, they would be rewarded for their frugal playstyle. But nope, gotta shoot two shots. I don't even know of any modern games that have that anymore. So, small rant, I seriously hate that mechanic so much. But in the same vein, it's also how I kind of feel about the Akimbo Judges as a whole. They're fairly overkill. The only enemy that I can even think of where I would really need two Judges instead of one is a Bulldozer. And even then, that's only because I can dump an extremely large amount of ammo even faster. So, that's something I would advise against doing anyway, since, you can't kill the Bulldozer pretty fast, but it'll eat up a lot of your ammo. There are probably better ways of dispatching them. It's also quite hard to make ammo back since you only really get back as much as you shoot, so you have to either be very careful or rely on a lot of outside help. And they also have a fairly slow reload. While I'm able to cheese it right now with the 40-round mag for my gameplay, in a more realistic scenario, you wouldn't be able to clear out entire rooms with quite the same efficiency, due to the natural drawbacks of the weapon. But, you know, after all said and done, it's a decent weapon. It's not terrible, it's not overpowered like some people would expect, but it's alright in what it was meant to do. A hard-hitting but low-ammo shotgun with great crowd clearing. Perfect for shotgun enthusiasts. Plus, it's pretty satisfying to have 3 judges in their inventory, that I cannot deny.
Ow.
I hear a minigun dozer. Oh wait, no, that's just Soze bug. It's fairly ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
4 judges. We don't need to worry about that.
Oh gosh, that's part of dozers.
What dozers? Oh my god, you're tanking all my shots, AI. Why? Raid has fucking AI that you can shoot through. Why doesn't this game?